The second quarter, same with Baylor Shireman for Boston as they hold the three-point cushion. Brown on the outside, looking to circle his way around, and that's a tough two.
I like the set though out of the timeout. Missoula, a little dribble handoff, double screen there. Brown getting into the paint, making a shot over it.
Kelly Oubre doing all he can right there.
Heads come off the mark, and the late foul does.
See Philly go right at that matchup next time
For Embiid as he struggled finding his rhythm.
Just over 30 seconds into this second quarter. You see Embiid's numbers so far, but it was really the second half of Game 5 where he flipped the game. The Celtics led by 13 with about 10 minutes left in the third quarter. From that point on, it was all Philly. Brown, short, and off.
Of shots on the offensive end.
Embiid right at Garza, and he's fouled. Since his return that can consistently get to the line. There's 25 in his playoff career, this being his 62nd playoff game now in his 10th NBA season. Back to a two-point game. Pritchard, with just 3 attempts so far, has put 2 in. Prime steps up. Garza on the outside. Now it's Brown on the attack. Oh, he got Oubre in the air. Set. Well, you know, Joe Mazzulla just raves about what Sam Cassell brings to this staff and this locker room.
All I know is my rookie year, he said, I'm Sam Cassell, 2 S's to L.
But I think from doing the on-the-bench game, he's a phenomenal communicator as well.
Edwards misses the 3. Rebound goes to Oubre. He lost it, trying to save it, and the full extension couldn't get.
Miserable for him as best he can.
And that's exactly what Nick Nurse has mentioned as Shireman stepped out of bounds. He said he's gonna
responsibility to both Oubre and Paul George of defensively having to check those guys. They are 2 of the big wings for Philly.
Embiid finally drills one from downtown.
He is hyped about that. Finally, Embiid gets one to go down.
9 points, 3 boards, 3 assists already for the process as Brown goes all the way to the rack.
Able to attack and get to that rim.
7 now for Jaylen Brown. Edge comes back on the floor, looking to get his offense working. Had that incredible game 2 as Embiid can't hit in the midi.
He's had good looks with that short roll. That's another wide open shot. Philly will take that every time down.
Brown working on Edwards, looking to back him down. Fend off. Brown, kick out. Pritchard. No. Edge come, turns on the turbo. Garza on the pump. Looking to play through Pritchard on this possession. He'll drive. Header rejected by Oubre. And then Garza lost it.
Ball. Edwards couldn't get back up underneath. And instead of it being 2 points, Kelly Oubre just erases that shot.
Celtics bench did implore Joe Mazzulla to challenge. That is a no-brainer block. Tatum sends it back. Brown in the open court, banks it home. His playoff career that's included 126 games, including tonight. Actually coming into tonight. Tonight's 127. Oubre snakes his way through for 2.
He's in Game 5 at the rim. Now the active hands here defensively.
Edge comes, scoops it up. Brown's with numbers the other way.
Oh, man.
No take. Batted around into the hands of Brown.
He passed up an easy shot, made it harder for himself.
Court space.
Hit a floater, doesn't go off the window. You're saying the ball handler's going to say, muy bien, gracias?
He might.
You're welcome, Brett. That was for you.
I appreciate it.
Floater goes for Matt.
That's a great sign here for Boston. Derek White 0 for 4 from 3 in Game 5.
Embiid and Maxey have 19. Brown and Tatum have 18. We are all even at 32. Oubre, bottom. Tatum trying to get it to Brown. Jaylen Brown, 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting, attacking on Maxey. And foul's going to be
driven him. He's done a good job of just walling up.
Jaylen Brown is 1 for 5 at the free throw line.
And that was a problem for Boston in Game 5. 61% from the free throw line in that game. And the troubles continue here.
They finally did a perimeter. Tough one for George. There it goes.
That ball screen, and he is looking to rise and fire.
Tight defense for Maxey. Oubre steps up again on Brown. Screen from White. Brown will try. Brown hit.
Matching Paul George's contested three right there. Tough shot, Jaylen Brown getting it done.
I love just flipping that ball screen late. So hard to handle here in the second quarter. The offense is picking it up. Finally.
And foul's going to be called on Oubre on the outside. Tatum. Nice defense by George.
He came over. That was that Spain again. And Paul George saves the day by being in the right spot.
Maxey looking to dance on Tatum. Drummond goes to set the screen. Maxey in attack mode. Right at Tatum. He could spin it in, but a foul. So Maxey to the free throw line, his third, make it his first attempts of the night. Lakers and Rockets in Houston at 9:30 Eastern. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Brown against Oubre. Rip through, fend off, offensive NBA during the regular season behind Towns as we check in with Abs.
Guys, Nick Nurse just was talking about Kelly Oubre and how there's not a second that he's not guarding two of the best players on the floor in Tatum or Brown, and they've obviously both been great, but he said Kelly just keeps rolling up his sleeves and going to work, and it's paying off.
That's going to be another offensive. That was one of the main concerns from Joe Mazzulla. It's the silly fouls from Tatum. He said, I know he's got 4, and I expect him to have at least 4, but the extra ones are what really throw us off our rhythm. As Maxey follows his miss, fades, can't fill it up, rebound and Drummond, physical on Vucevic.
That is rebounds the last 2, but at times when he's on the floor, your best offense can be just get it up there on the rim.
Largest lead now for Philly. Another fend off this time. It's Tatum who's fouled. This year, 32 of 90, which is about 36%.
Right. It's the offensive glass where he can really impact the game.
Tatum perfect. Maxey cross outside George. Attack on Tatum. Finds the space. Thought he was fouled, and the whistle does come.
Performance here on the offensive end.
Both teams in the bonus for the final 3:55 of this first half. George extended. Well, Brant, you've got a somewhat pinkish shirt today. Is that in the spirit of the
That's
Derby?
red. You know,
It's salmon. Like a
Yeah.
salmon.
Okay, so it's a
foul. Embiid with a hard hedge there, Grant. We've seen almost exclusively drop coverage from him.
the double cross. Tatum, the patience.
Great patience right there. Just that little pause as Embiid contested there. Let him go by. And I like how Tatum is being aggressive, getting to the paint.
13 and 10 for Tatum. George, step away. Pure.
Just spinning to the body and stepping it back and burning it.
Hauser off the mark. Rebound, Oubre. And then stripped by Derek White. Takes it right back for the Seeds.
Those little hustle plays, though, those defensive efforts, and now you get to look to Tatum. What a possession. Derek White.
Wait till next season, ramp up when everyone else ramps up, but he fought, he challenged himself, worked his tail off in carrying the offensive load for the Celtics.
We saw that this team had a real chance to make some noise in the playoffs, get it in for Embiid, working against Vucevic, trying to get it back out to George. Repost, Embiid against Vuce, back down, kick out, Edgecombe loads it up. And a rebound of Pritchard.
Wait, how about the recovery, though, from Vooch? Initially, it looked like Embiid had something there. Vooch fights, gets it out of there, and that's a stop for Boston.
Tatum spin, and he can't make it in. Good fight for the rebound by George. Paul George now up to 11 first half points himself, dancing on Derek White. Step away, doesn't get it to go. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Vucevic really opens up this offense. Joe Mazzulla said similar to what Kristaps Porzingis did for this team as George corrals another rebound. Now it's Maxey's turn. 14 points on 5 of 12 shooting. Embiid fairly quiet, 9 points on 3 of 9. Bounce it, Maxey. That is pretty.
And I like how Maxey continues to attack no matter what.
I love the cut. If they're going to deny the dribble handoff, cut that thing back door. Joel Embiid with the good delivery.
Vucevic 3, and he's in and out.
He could be a real weapon, especially in the pick and pop. If they're going to drop, Vooch, he can make that shot.
Only 13 three-point attempts so far for Boston. More from Philly, and that one's on target. Tyrese Maxey.
I'll tell you, Robbie, it didn't even look like he was on balance right there. Oh, man.
He's shown all 3 levels here in this game. He has been impressive in this first half.
White step away, and he nails the triple. So his second three now after he came in on the series really struggling. 7 of 33 in the first 5 games from 3. Maxey bounce. Embiid steps into it. Long rebound poked by Walsh. Edgecombe and Walsh hit the deck. And then Tatum loses the ball out of bounds. It'll stay here. Pritchard gets rid of it for Tatum. 2 for 1 not available. Tatum will work for a good shot instead. Looking up back down on George. Tatum got it back. Outside for Pritchard. Late clock is where he thrives. 2 seconds to shoot. And he forced it in over George.
I don't think Paul George could do that any better. I mean, he did so many good things on that defensive possession. It's just an impressive and better offense by Pritchard.
5 seconds left in the quarter. And Maxey floats it in. He's got 13 in the quarter. 3.5 left. Vucevic gets it up the floor. White at the horn.